Ladies and gentlemen, you may know me as a man who is completely obsessed with water. Water parks, water in general, even if I don't drink it enough. One thing I talk about quite often across all of my channels is water in games. I love the look of water in video games. I like the physics. Just everything about it speaks to me. I've always wanted a water park tycoon. I could go on and on. I mean, this video is dedicated to water, but it's more specifically dedicated to this specific water. And this one comes from Jesse Patila. Hopefully that's how you say it. Probably not, but I want to give the guy credit. Water drift real-time simulation made with Niagara fluids in Unreal Engine 5.3. Now, I'm actually from Niagara Falls, so I had a pretty good look at live water my entire life, or most of my life before I moved out of there. And this looks absolutely incredible. I won't lie, I could watch this for hours. I haven't watched it for hours, but I have watched it for several minutes. And I'm here simply to just kind of gush about it and ask, when can we get this water physics in games going forward? You know, I joked about it. I said how long until this is in pretty much every game. Look, there's great water. I think Horizon, actually. I think Horizon, Forbidden West / Burning Shores, I really got to give the stamp, the Alex stamp of approval and say that is probably the best water I think I've seen in a game, period. I really believe that. But, you know, the water comes in all different forms, as you might have heard before. And a game like Chia, actually, a game, indie game that released earlier this year, that game looks really good. A timeless one like Uncharted 4, even though that game is approaching 8 years old at this point, 7.5, closer to 8 at this point. The game looks really, really good, or the water, I guess. Actually, the entirety of Uncharted 4 looks great and is an amazing game, but the water. Now, when I think of what this could be going forward, I know one thing that came into my mind was GTA. That was a comment, actually, on my tweet. GTA 6, and we've talked about the rumored water physics of GTA 6 and surfing and waves, and I want to believe that. I don't know for sure. I mean, look, Rockstar tends to push things pretty much all the time when they do these Red Dead Redemptions or GTAs of the world. They make some massive mistakes in terms of their remaster strategy, in terms of how they handle the online portions of these games. I think they've lost a good amount of their heart and soul, but at the same time, you know, in terms of pushing the industry forward, what they do in the open world genre for the single player side is honestly incredible. These people are wizards. And so if there's any game that I think can push water physics, because I did get people telling me, well, look, Alex, ultimately this is kind of like a presentation, and what you would have to do, even though these physics look so good, right, like this drifting, you'd have to put it, like, and I'm not a game programmer, right, but what I would understand, you'd have to put it into a game. Everything is rendering around it. It's not just this. You'd have to worry about the frame rate. So there's a lot still to go before this makes it into like the mainstream. And oftentimes, and this is a thing, right? Even with like the bigger trailers, the more mainstream stuff, whenever you see this stuff, it takes years sometimes to implement this in games going forward. This is more of like a tech demo like thing or tech presentation. And you cannot simply, and you know, that's why I'm kidding. A lot of this is me kidding. Although I do love water in my games, and I try to rate them and all that stuff. That I'm not kidding. But I understand that it takes a very long time to get this stuff into a game and to make it look presentable and to make it just run well, right? I understand that takes a while. But like I said, GTA gives me hope. I think GTA 6 can be the best one so far. And like I said, right now, I think Horizon, I really got to say, I look at the water of every single game that comes out that I play. You got to believe that. And I think Horizon, I believe, does it the best of any game so far. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.